Okay. It's day 13. It's lucky number 13. We're going to do a quick one today. It is day 13 and we will review the accessibility checker in PowerPoint, which is really funny because that wasn't what I was planning on doing when I first started recording, but hey, whatever. Now this is actually different from the accessibility pane. So what do I mean by that? So the accessibility checker is actually a new feature, or a recent feature, and has been on the insider builds for a little bit, which I happen to be on an insider build. So if you haven't seen this already, you're going to see this soon. When I check into my accessibility pane here, and maybe I click on something and go to it, whenever I'm working in this accessibility space, then there will be an accessibility ribbon here at the top, or accessibility tab at the top in the ribbon. So can I get to this any other way? I would like it up all the time. Can I go to File, Options, go into Customize Ribbon, and I can add this as a permanent tab in my ribbon, which I'm going to do right now. I click on accessibility here and I send it over with the add button. Right now it's right after the home tab. I don't really want that. I would like it right at the bottom. So let's bring this all the way down. I'll put it in after developer and say, okay. And here it is. Now I have my accessibility tab there the whole time. Learning curve together. There we go. Okay, so in my accessibility ribbon, I can click on the check accessibility button, and that will open up my accessibility pane on the right side. And let's say I choose this title here. Okay, I have the title placeholder on the slide chosen. What kind of options am I given here? What's this gonna do? Let's explore. Font color. Okay, I can change the font color, text highlight color. If these text highlight colors could kindly also include my theme colors, I would really appreciate that. Shape fill, shape outline. Okay, so what happens if I click on this little dude? It's just a hope thing. See, I was really hoping, this is what I was hoping for this. I was hoping that in the accessibility tab, where they have color and contrast, I was really hoping there would be a magical button that I could click to test the color contrasts of my theme colors, or the colors used on the slide, or the objects I have selected. They could have done that. If Bright Carbon and Jamie could make that happen, then why can't Microsoft? So that's kind of a fail right there. I don't know why this is in the accessibility tab. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, unless I'm missing something. Is if I choose a different color, if I hover, is it going to tell me whether it's accessible or not? No. Okay, let's move on. What's next? Screen reader. Okay, so we can check spelling, which is important because a screen reader announces the text on the screen and you want it to be spelled right, so it pronounces things correctly. That makes sense. Slide title. Okay, takes me to a slide title. What if I go to this slide? It doesn't have a slide title. If I click slide title, it adds a slide title. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. It's weird because if my layout doesn't have a slide title and I put a slide title on it, it's not that layout anymore. And when I reset the slide, it's gonna take the slide title off, isn't it? Let's find out. So I put the slide title here. Okay, so if I right click and I choose reset slide, this is it. You see that jump there? That indicates that it just took the text out of a title placeholder and put it in a regular text box. So that's not actually a title anymore. Okay. So I don't know how useful that is, especially if someone resets it and it's not a title anymore. Just use the slide layouts, okay? All right, what have we here? Slide title we reviewed. Reading order panel, that will open up our reading order panel, which I went over in one of the previous videos. Alt text, let's say I have this group selected. I click on alt text. Okay, it takes me to the alt text pane and I can do what I want there. Awesome. Group. It's interesting here that they have group and ungroup in the accessibility tab. I think a lot of people are going to think that's really weird and out of place, but it's there because it changes how the screen reader announces things. It changes how things are tabbed through. I mean, I get it, but that's a little weird. So let's see if I select this text. What does the link text do? Do I have to make it a link first before I can click that button? I'm really confused. So, oh look, because I added the accessibility tab and I have these open, it's opening the tab up twice. That's also a little weird, and maybe that should be addressed because that probably shouldn't happen. Let's put in a link. Click on link. And for my web address, I'm just going to put a £sign in. That's just kind of an anchor tag. So www.google.com. Okay, now I have a link and I have it selected. Okay, I have to have a link in order for me to choose link text. And then if I click on the link text button, it takes me back to the same place. Cool here is that you can also put in a screen tip. So if I hover over a link that has screen tip text in it, it'll actually give me some screen tip text. So that's actually really cool and hardly ever used, I'm sure. I encourage you to start playing with that. Okay, what else is in accessibility? Always use subtitle. Okay, we've got our captions and subtitle stuff here. That's pretty cool. What is this? How do I get this to light up? I can insert my own captions. But how? So apparently I need to have a video on screen for that to work. That's my daughter. Okay, so I have that selected. Let me go back into my accessibility. I can insert captions. What kind of files does it accept? WebVTT. This is fantastic. That's really cool. We can upload our own captions. Okay, so that's the accessibility tab. And if you don't have it now, you will have it in a future update. All right, that's it. Day 13. And that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow.